Welcome to Chris's Storytelling Corner. My name is Christopher Muldong, and I am an author. Today I will read pages 5 to 7 of my short story, The Orthodox Clash. Next week I will read pages 8 to 10 and have a manga review for Negima volumes 36 to 38. You can check out my author's website at www.chrismuldong.com. You can buy my first novel, a fantasy adventure called The Mustard Prince in the Condiment Kingdom, for $4.99. Also, for $2.99, you can buy my short story collection, a collection of 10 short stories in the horror, fantasy, and realistic fiction genres. This story is in that collection, actually. Follow me on Twitter and retweet my stuff, and check out my author's Facebook page. Links to all these will be provided on the description. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment to this channel if you're on YouTube, or follow, share, and comment on this channel if you're listening to this on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, please rate, review, and share this channel. So, we're just going to pick up where we left off last time. So, here we go with the Orthodox Clash. He whack, man, but pays good money. He points right at Bob. Don't tell him I said that. I won't say anything. I kind of expected that from him. If he trained as much as you did, then he might actually know how to throw a punch right. I'm not here to be some tough guy. It's all a learning experience to me. You're alright, man. The next day at work, Bob and his department get stuck in a meeting that causes them to look at their phones, glance at the clock, or just see what is outside the window. Brick uses PowerPoint to show various data and figures that most really don't care to understand. Everyone's eyes focus on the presentation as best they can, and Brick continues to speak, thinking that he has a captive audience. After the meeting, Brick says to everyone heading out the door, "Don't forget the company party happening in 2 weeks. My bosses, who are also your bosses, by the way, will be there." Bob returns to his desk to work on semi-annual reports. Before he can begin, Brick stops by and tells him, "Hey, Bob, maybe one of these days we can box. I want to know how good you are." "I don't go around looking for fights or anything like that." "Really? When I was in college, I got into it a couple times. Me and my frat would go to parties or bars, and sometimes we'd get into it. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I knocked out a drunk guy at a bar before." "A lover and a fighter, right?" Bob says, hiding the fact that he's just trying to humor him. "Damn right." Brick adjusts his collar and casually walks back to his office with a slight grin. After work, Bob drives to the gym and sees a familiar silver Audi in the parking lot. When he comes in, he sees his boss in his workout gear hitting the bag as hard as he can with arm punches while Tyrone watches. The strikes make a loud noise, and the bag moves, but Brick gets tired of hitting it in less than a minute. Sweating, but with a proud smile, Brick walks up to Bob and says, "Did you see how hard I hit that thing? I think that if I went even harder, it'd break off the chain." He walks to the drinking fountain. Out of earshot, Tyrone says to Bob, "I told him to put his hips into it, but he just won't listen." Tyrone looks at Brick and sees that he's still near the drinking fountain. "I gotta talk to you about something real quick." After wiping the sweat off his face with the towel, Brick approaches him and says, "So, did Coach tell you that we're sparring today?" Bob looks at Tyrone briefly and says, "Yeah, 3 2-minute rounds, right? I won't go easy on you just because we work together." After they wrap their hands, they equip themselves with their headgear, boxing shoes, and 16-ounce boxing gloves. "Do a little shadow boxing to get warmed up before you guys do this," Tyrone says to them from the ring apron. Brick throws punches looking to show off. Every time that he throws a punch, his non-punching hand dangles at his hips instead of protecting his face. His head stays in center line, and his feet get squared up when he tries to move around. Bob throws most of his punching combinations starting with a jab. After throwing a combination, he works on angling out of range of a potential counterpunch. When he's not punching, he makes an effort to keep his head on the swivel. After a few minutes, Tyrone yells, "Time!" Get on opposite corners and let's do this. A small crowd starts to surround the ring. Tyrone gets out his stopwatch and tells him, "Okay, begin." Brick, who fights Southpaw while Bob fights Orthodox, charges at Bob and swings looping punches at him. With Bob's hands up, most of the punches hit his gloves. However, he still gets knocked off balance due to Brick putting all of his energy into each punch. Bob circles away from him and throws a few jabs at his face, which connect cleanly. Frustrated, Brick continues to throw punches wildly and always ends up in front of Bob's counter-strikes. Every time Brick finishes a flurry of punches, Bob blocks him and jabs him in the face. He then moves out of range. 15 seconds left, Tyrone yells. Brick throws another flurry at Bob, and he counters with 2 jabs and a right cross that snaps Brick's head back. Time! Tyrone yells. Both head back to their corners. Brick breathes through his mouth as he takes a seat on the stool. Tyrone gives him advice, and he nods his head as he is too tired to say anything. He then goes to Bob and says, "What's going on, man?" "Sorry, man, this isn't like me," Bob says. That's all for today. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment to this channel if you're on YouTube, or follow, share, and comment on this channel if you're listening to this on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, please rate, review, and share this channel. Thank you for listening to these readings. Next week, I will read pages 8 to 10 of the Orthodox Clash, this story, and also have a manga review for Negima volumes 36 to 38. Thank you, and until next time.